okay, Amber, you can do this. You just have to not die. Not too hard, right? You said out loud in an attempt to calm yourself down. No, this is a prank, you tried to reassure yourself. It's just Ron Lucifer playing a prank. You stopped to think, then let your head fall into your hands. No, it's not, I'm going to die. You started making a high-pitched whining noise that would remind anyone of a dying animal. You eventually stopped, deciding you were done whining about your imminent death like a little wuss. Amber is no wuss, you thought, making yourself feel braver. Now I'm gonna check the cameras like a big girl. You felt your stomach do flip-flops as you saw the bunny was no longer there. Where's the bunny? You said as you proceeded to flip through the camera spastically. Not long after, you found him, in the back room, with his face almost shoved into the camera and his eyes changed to black with lights in the middle. You jumped and dropped the tablet as you let out a small scream. You took a breath, steeled your nerves, and picked up the tablet. Bonnie was still there, staring into your soul, so you flipped to the stage to check the others. Chica wasn't there. You frantically flipped through the cameras trying to locate the large bird. You found her standing in the bathroom entrance not long from then. You knew you had to check on Bonnie. You really didn't want to, but you knew you had to. Bonnie wasn't there. You started flipping through the cameras but couldn't find the purple bunny of death. After about the third time flipping through the cameras, you found him, standing in the hallway. "Go away and get a life, preferably not mine," you yelled, trying to somehow get the oversized bunny out of the hallway. You wondered for a brief moment why they just stood there, but you quickly decided you didn't care. It was better than if they just bum-rushed you. The cameras went black. You knew the bunny was going to be at your door. You slowly hit the left light button and saw Bonnie. Even though you knew he would be there, you weren't prepared for the big purple face you saw in the doorway. You screamed and punched the door button. The door shut with a loud slunk, and you quickly shut the other door even though there was nothing there. "I'm not gonna make it," you mumbled, as cool sweat beaded down your head and stained your shirt. "No," you said, motivating yourself. "I'm going to live. And then I'm going to put that murderous demon in his place." Feeling much braver, you checked the right door light. There was nothing there, so you opened the door. You checked the left door and saw a shadow in the light. You let out a shaky breath and closed your eyes, taking a moment to calm down and just breathe. "Come on, Amber, get it together," you thought. "If you don't make it, nobody will ever put that ripoff in his place." You flipped to the stage to check on Freddy. He was looking directly at the camera. You drew in a quick breath and let it out slowly and started looking for Chica. You could hear banging from the kitchen, so you assumed she was in there. Once while looking for Bonnie, you passed over camera 1C, aka Pirate's Cove, only to see a fox head poking out. You only stared for a moment before resuming your search for Bonnie, but you continued to check Pirate's Cove every once in a while. The same pattern continued until your shift was over. Look for Bonnie, check on Chica, check the door lights, and check Pirate's Cove. A louder ring, followed by children singing yay in unison, caused you to jump and check the camera. You soon found out your shift was over. "I can put that boss from hell in his place over the phone," you thought as you sprinted towards the front door. After finding out you couldn't leave because you had no keys, you decided you had to talk to someone. That ripoff Lucifer probably didn't give you any keys, so you couldn't leave. "Prick," you mumbled under your breath as you went to a certain cove to speak to a pirate fox.
Ended in me cove, unable to move, but still conscious like every morning, till something odd happened. When me curtains were pulled open, and I saw the guard standing there, eyeing me.
"Oh, you poor thing,"
said, with a sad look in her eye. I mentally went to wonder what was happening, and what she was implying. Metaphorical heart skipped a beat as I realized she actually cared about what condition I was in. No one cared about what old Foxy was doing since 87.
"So, I wanted to thank you."
What would she want to thank me for? I thought as I continued to stare blankly.
"Thank you. For not trying to kill me, I mean. You're really cool."
She thinks old Foxy is cool. I thought utterly ecstatic, as someone actually liked me.
She winked and walked away.
Now I may not be knowing much about romance, but I be knowing what this means, and when a lady hopes to see ye alone at nightfall. If I had blood, it would have risen to me faces, I realized. 'Tis pretty guard-like to me. I be going to enjoy tonight, I thought, fascinating. About things that could happen as the guard closed the curtains.
You went to Pirate's Cove and drew open the curtains to reveal the large animatronic fox. You looked it up and down. "Oh, you poor thing." At first you felt bad because of its shape it was in, but you soon shrugged it off, realizing it would probably kill you if it was able. "So, I wanted to thank you," you said, feeling slightly weird because he didn't respond, and he was probably turned off anyways. "Thank you. For not trying to kill me, I mean. There was a small pause as you stood there awkwardly. I hope I don't see you in my office tomorrow night. You blinked one eye rapidly as some dust had flown into your eye from the dirty cove. After pulling the curtains closed, you went and sat on a nearby chair while trying to get the dust out of your eye, while you waited for your hellspawn of a boss who dared to call himself human. After waiting a few minutes, you heard keys jingling. You turned your head to see Ronald Lucifer unlocking the door. You got up and prepared yourself to put him in his place.
Good morning, Amber. I trust you had a good night,
He said. You knew on the inside he was laughing at your misfortune. No, I didn't, you said, severely ticked at this crazed demon man for asking such a stupid question. I could have died, you know.
Of course I know. I'm the owner,
He said in a very matter-of-fact way. You look at him shocked. He knew he was sending people to their death and did nothing about it, you thought in horror. On second thought, that sounds just like him. Well then, if that's how it is, I'll quit. He cut you off.
I hope you weren't about to say I quit, because I would just hate for you to go.
He said, seeming to get bigger.
You just got this job. It'd be a real shame to lose it.
He started coming closer. You started to freak out as some kind of black aura encased him. I wasn't gonna say I quit. I was just gonna say, He was still coming closer. Think, Amber, think.
That's not what it sounded like.
He said in a sing-song voice. He gave a sadistic smile that sent chills down your spine. Looking at his teeth, you noticed they were way more pointed than a normal human should be, or any human for that matter. He was now within arm's reach. He reached for your head. You tried to back up, but he was too fast. He put his hand on your head and grabbed, pulling you towards him. He put his head right next to your ear and whispered,
It would be a shame if I had to hurt that pretty little face of yours.
He moved his head from your ear and stopped grabbing, and instead ruffled your hair, showing a large, obviously fake smile. You vaguely noted that the aura was gone and his teeth had gone back to normal.
But if you say you weren't going to quit, I have no choice but to believe you,
He said as he moved his hand away from your head. You let out a shaky breath and stabilized yourself on a nearby chair.
See you tomorrow, Amber.
He turned and started walking away. You started walking towards the door.
Oh, and Amber?
He called, not looking at you. Yes, sir? You started out to look at the now regular-sized man.
Don't tell anyone, okay? It wouldn't be too hard to find out where you live.
He turned to the corner, so you were alone in the main room with the animatronics. Your head was spinning. I have to come back here tonight and subject myself to another night of this torture? You thought as you grabbed your head with one hand and made your way through the open doors to your car. You could think about this later,